Senator Mitch McConnell's office released a letter from the Capitol Hill attending physician. It said, in part, quote, "There is no evidence that you have a seizure disorder or that you experienced a stroke, TIA, or movement disorder such as Parkinson's disease." Now, the Senate Minority Leader spoke on the Senate floor about an hour and a half ago earlier today for the first time since freezing while speaking to reporters last week.
Now, one particular moment of my time back home has received its fair share of attention in the press over the past week. But I assure you, August was a busy and productive month for me and my staff back in the Commonwealth.
All right, around the horn we go. Mitch McConnell walked past reporters today, didn't take a question, got to the Senate floor, read off his prepared speech. That was it. That was all that you heard from him. Does he owe the American public here a lot more than that? Was this essentially a slap in the face today of the American public, Johanna?
All of these elected leaders who are aging, it's too long, right? And we need to get fresh blood in there. You're Social Security eligible. You got a hefty pension by now. You're also milking in the salary. Like, go retire. I cannot wait to retire, you guys. That is like, that is my dream. And why can none of these people seem to take it?
Oh, but power. Power is an intoxicating drug or drink. It just is. You can't get enough of it, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, Mick.
I don't think it's a slap in the face of the public because he doesn't represent the public. This is not a question of whether or not he should resign from the Senate. The question is whether or not he is capable of being the Republican leader. It's a very small universe of people who make that decision, 48 other Republican senators. I think the question to them is, was it a slap in their face? I don't think it was. If they're going to give him some time. If he gets better, no big deal. If he gets worse, they'll replace him.
You just brought up the numbers, though. He is one of 100, and he is one of the most powerful. And he just walked out there like, well, Tuesday, how's everybody doing? We're back from recess. Nice to see y'all.
Yeah, listen, I learned that Kentucky was a Commonwealth. I'd forgotten that. Look, we talk later about my piece in the Hill today
yeah,
about,
I want to bring
about
it up.
the constitutional amendment, but I was not offended by that because, again, I'm not from Kentucky and I'm not a Republican senator.
No, I'm not. I wasn't offended either because ultimately, Vivek Ramaswamy said it well, I think, which is that ultimately it's the voters' decision. If the voters think he's too old, then they vote him out. But they know his seniority. They know his wisdom. They know what he's done for the state of Kentucky. They know what he's done for the conservative movement.
You know,
they keep voting him in.
Yeah, real quick, what is for sure and for real is that after 2024, both parties, Democrats and Republicans, are going to have to retool and figure out what the next level of leadership is. I don't care whether Trump wins or Biden wins, this is it.
Oh, I think you care if Trump or Biden
in the concept of this
I hear you.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.